morning. I'm here. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up!
What is dark matter?
Okay, we don't know.
That's great. That's why it's called dark.
Exactly.
Everyone knows all reputable information comes from random people on the internet. Tell me things, internet. The earth is flat. It's like school in your hand.
Dark matter is something we do not know what it is. We believe the dark matter is there, but we have never detected it. Well, what I'm afraid of course, is that there is no dark matter out there. So what one? There is no dark matter out there. We need to think really hard, to think really hard, to think really hard, to think really hard.
Yeah, I've got to figure out why that damn thing still won't fade out. But good morning, TGIF. Happy Friday. All that good stuff. Welcome to the Ironworx right here in the Ironworld Media YouTube channel. And we're also on freeworld.fm for the soft launch, mind you. The full big launch should be this weekend somewhere in New York City. But it is your usual cast of characters. Good morning, gentlemen. How in the hell are you guys doing?
Good morning.
Well, the 11th is Monday. Oh, hi, guys. Yeah, the 11th is on a Monday. So is he starting it off Monday?
I think he's just doing he's doing like an actual event over the weekend in New York.
Okay.
So as to, and I think that's when the launch is going to be in commemoration of 9/11.
Yeah. Very cool.
I saw where the event was. Is it too late to get a ticket yet? Because that's not for nothing. For me to go, it would be just as much to travel there and everything else just to buy a ticket. It's all the way out the upper east side.
Is it? Yeah, I have no idea about the actual geographics of it. But I do believe tickets are still available somewhere on Eventbrite, as I recall.
I love Billy Ray, but not enough to go to New York. I know he loves that town and everything, but I mean, it'd be hard pressed to get me to go into any major city right now.
Right.
Besides, yeah, I mean, I'll go to Vegas, but I'm going to be getting into the Uber and going to the hotel and then doing my thing and then getting into an Uber and going back to the airport.
Like, see ya.
Yeah. But going to any major city right now, I wouldn't be too thrilled to do. Like a major city, like Raleigh, North Carolina, really isn't a major city to me. You know, but like Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Phoenix, no way.
Great idea.
Yeah, have you seen some of the videos coming out of Kensington, Philadelphia?
Mm-hmm. My son goes to Drexel in Philadelphia, and I'm always worried for him. He doesn't go out the door.
Like Walking Dead out there.
Are you serious?
There's like zombies everywhere. Just needles hanging out of people's arms. Right there on the side of the road. And it's not like a couple. It's like everywhere. Father walking into school, having to walk right by all that stuff.
Yeah, I always ask him, I said, do you go out with your friends? You guys actually go anywhere in Philadelphia? And he goes, no, we don't go out. They just do their homework and stay inside. And if they do go out, it's, in a small group together. They don't go out and they don't just go walk in the streets to go explore.
Be horrible.
Shame it's like that.
And it wasn't always like that either. Kensington used to be really nice. My neighbor lived there about 30 years ago, back in the 90s. And she said it was a beautiful area. Shows you what, policies and stuff like that can do to an area. You start messing around with laws and, oh yeah, you can rob people now. Now in California, they just passed a law. You're not allowed to defend yourself. Business owners are not allowed to try to stop At first, it was the police can't help you. If it's under $950, you have to take care of it yourself.
Yeah, they'll get challenged.
You have to try to,
There's no
you
way
have to try to stop.
There's no way they're going to take away a person's right to defend themselves and their property. You just can't do it.
They just passed a law or something like that. I heard Jordan Peterson talking about it.
Where was this? Is it in England or here?
Here.
No, in California.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they've criminalized trying to stop people stealing stuff. So it's not like if they're attacking your persons, of course you're allowed to defend yourself. But if they come into your store and just try to steal stuff, you're not supposed to try to stop them.
That's all the people that are like doing the shoplifting, like really major, like egregious, like right in front of everybody, right? They don't even care.
Yeah, that's these types of people. Yeah, it's getting so bad now that they're not doing it to just, the big giant corporations and stuff, because all of them are pulling out now of a lot of these places.
And it's those
Senate
policies.
Bill 553 by State Senator Dave Cortese, Democrat, aims to prohibit the direct confrontation of shoplifters by store owners and employees. Holy shit.
Okay, it may not have passed. I knew they were trying.
Yeah. I mean, why? I mean, why? We know why, but I don't know.
Their
I guess
excuse is he's concerned about recent incidents where people got hurt or killed trying to.
You know what I think it is,
confront.
honestly? Do you remember 30 years ago a movie? No, what year are we in? 2023. 35 years ago, a movie called RoboCop.
Yeah.
You remember the premise? What they were doing specifically?
We need to destroy the city so we can bring in our police force full of robots.
What else?
To save it.
Well, remember what's his name? Red from the '70s show, and he played the bad guy. And and he was going to get all those contract deals for the crime and everything else like that. He was going to run the underground, the casinos, and all that other crap. But they were also going to get like a land grab. They were going to get really cheap real estate to bring all that shit in. You think about it.
Yeah, that's the same as batteries not included.
Oh, with the little old lady when she had the luncheonette.
Yeah, and all those little alien spaceships that batteries weren't needed, but they were trying to kick all those people out of that house so the big giant corporation come in and build a skyscraper.
Yeah.
Wow, it was a while since I've seen that. That was Michael Goldblum. When's the last time you heard that name?
That was the director?
No, wasn't he an actor back in the day? Michael Goldblum?
No, I think the guy you're thinking of is the guy that was in Police Academy.
Yeah, that's it. What's his name?
Oh, Gutenberg, Steve Gutenberg.
Steve Gutenberg. Where did Michael Goldblum come from?
I was like,
who's Michael Goldblum?
I don't know.
Where did I get that from? Oh, jeez. It's too early.
Your higher self needs coffee.
Yeah.
Just throw a dart at any Jewish name and probably land in Hollywood. It's okay.
Bergenstein, something.
Bergenstein. What's your name, kid? Macedo Steen.
So how's it been going, Jonathan?
Pretty good. I mean, I can't complain. I'm pretty happy-go-lucky. I was telling Josh I did another show last night, and I had Joe Foster on, who I met through Jeff Frentz, and it turns out he's local, and has quite a background as we got on the air. I knew some of his background with UFOs and other things, but and I had first met him in person about 4 or 5 years ago. He was doing tours out at Sandy Hook about the old Nike missile air bases, the missile defense system. But yeah, I didn't know he was FBI and that he worked for Merrill Lynch during the whole debacle in the 80s, mid-80s. He knew a lot about the money and the manipulation and all that. And then he mentioned on air, I said, oh, you got top secret clearance? He goes, no, top secret crypto. Like, oh, okay, that changes things. And then we found out we had some mutual friends in the UFO community with 90s. So it was a very interesting conversation. We're actually meeting up today for coffee or lunch at 11 o'clock. So I haven't even gone to sleep yet. I edited. I just put up the second video on YouTube, and I had a few followers from the past, so that's good. I'm hoping to build a following.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, where can
Feels
they
good to
find
be
you?
back.
You said you're going back on the air. Where's your show?
Oh, on freeworld.fm.
Well, look at that.
Oh, wait a minute. I see how that works. That's what you did there. You know it. So I have to say that every time, like the old days, like
Doesn't hurt.
TFR. Truth frequency.
Not every time, but maybe for the first 6 months or so.
Often enough.
The alternative to the alternative.
That's it.
There you go.
We accept all alternatives here. We don't. That's funny.
Late last night.
I actually, what's that?
I was up late last night. Couldn't fall asleep. Like an idiot, I drank a coffee at like 7 o'clock when we started doing Glowbusters. Wasn't even thinking about it. Oh.
I'll do it.
But
So I'm sorry for
What?
interrupting you
That's
there, Jonathan.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm trying to correct some graphics that I didn't export correctly.
I recently got
So,
myself a Cricut machine, Jonathan,
go ahead.
so just knock out a couple of your monochromatic graphics and I'll shoot you out some window stickers.
Oh, wait, what?
I got one of those Cricut machines. And I finally got it up and going and shit installed and software and hardware and everything up and going. So
Somebody just gave me some kind of 3D printer, one of those plastic printers, something Forge.
that's
I haven't played with it yet.
Glow Forge, probably. Or is
Something like
or
that.
is
Yeah, it's
like
a big red machine.
laser etcher. I don't know which. Sorry, Walter. I just interrupted the shit out.
Ah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I was just going back, checking through this chat there on YouTube, and I see an interesting question from Post.
Yeah, it was.
Do you guys know if you measure the moon shadow on a clear night, will the sun shadow be equal length when the sun is in that same sky position? It looks like it to me, but should they be? Interesting. Never thought about the length of shadows. I know we've looked at the temperature variation from moonlight to moon shadow, but not the actual shadows themselves. Oh,
That'd be
well, I mean,
interesting.
if it's reflecting sunlight from 93 million miles away and it's 240 million miles away, I don't know. It could be completely a teller. It really could. Interesting. I don't know enough about shadow lengths resulting from distance of things. So to me, shadow length always was telling of the height of the sun in the sky. So I'm not sure how you would be able to verify. I don't know. That's an interesting all the way around, how to verify the position exactly. And
it seems to me, shadow length I would think would be the angle. And if it's in the same position, if you're talking the sun in the same position as the moon was, and you can verify and determine exactly when, where, and how you're going to make that happen. If the angle's the same, I don't see why there would be necessarily a difference in the length of the shadows. Because they are in the same position, and as the angle changes, then so does the length of the shadow. So if the position is the same, I would think then the shadows would also be.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah.
It'd be tricky to set up, though, to test. Know exactly when to do it, when they're exactly in the same spot in the sky. It'd be a neat one.
Oh, I've been followed by a moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon shadow.
One of my favorite. If I ever lose my head. Yeah.
According
Yes,
to Allie right now on God, my brain is broken. Freeworld.fm is playing Public Enemy currently.
What?
You're not broadcasting?
That's what she said.
Should be broadcasting.
I'm not sure.
It says I've been streaming for 14 minutes, but that doesn't always necessarily mean that it's going on.
I don't know. Just reporting what the channel, what the chat
I had
told me.
listeners.
Allie
last
verified
time.
that I'm not reading this incorrectly. You are talking about Free World, right? Is playing that.
We're no longer, we shouldn't be, at least not live, being on the old station anymore.
Fight the power, it says.
Like, wow. Being on the old. Wasn't that
Oh, so Nemo says only their enemy, only their icons there. We are broadcasting live, so it should be our icon.
I can check the playlist. Might be the wrong playlist loaded in there.
Like, wow. Wasn't that an Ice-T song?
Yeah, that's a good song, though.
So what did you think about Oprah and The Rock? Jonathan, have you seen that?
What, that their land was untouched or something out in Hawaii? Did they have blue roofs?
No, they tried to start a fundraiser.
No, they did.
Right? They did. They started a fundraiser, and between the two of them, besides the $5 million they each put in, they raised less than $5,000.
No. It was $5 million together total, I think.
Oh, $5 million together total that they put in, and then 100. They had 100 donors. This is Oprah and The Rock. The Rock has like 270 million followers or something ridiculous like that. Something insane. And Oprah, of course, Oprah's got millions and millions of followers on all her stuff. And they shared their video out all over. And we need money for the Maui people. And then you go look at the actual thing, and it's all has to do with the entertainment industry. The whole collection fund thing.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, it made less than $5,000 of contributions.
I think people have had enough of the rich.
Yeah, they are.
Especially with her track record with John of God and all that crap, and questionable people that she's friends with.
Yeah, once those kids, I think, went missing, then in Africa, I think she lost a lot of followers. People are pissed. Like, Oprah's worth what, like $1.5 billion? And The Rock is worth
2.3 billion, and The Rock is like 800 million.
And that's on the books.
Yeah, that's what they know about. That's not the money in the Cayman Islands and the Swiss accounts and the gold Kruger grants and all that stuff.
And then
that's what people know about.
Not looking good for Oprah.
It's not looking terribly good for The Rock. I mean, even just people are pissed. Like, bitches, your shit didn't even get touched. You want to help neighbors? Do it. You could rebuild the whole fucking town of Lahaina like 8 times over. Don't fucking come to me who have trouble living paycheck to paycheck asking me to donate.
Right.
Yeah, I think someone did the math and they said she could rebuild everything to be like top notch, and it'd be like 0.2% of her net worth.
You know what they need to do? They need to get Sally Struthers back out there. For just the price of a cup of coffee, you can pay for somebody's house in Lahaina to get rebuilt.
Well, how are you going to? No. I mean, have these people lost touch with reality when you're doing something like that? Did you ever see Sally Struthers laugh at the end of it? Look at all these people that are just these children just dying and
What?
They laughed at the end of their little promo video. A big little chuckle between them.
Yucking it up.
This is not a laughing time. This isn't a laughing moment. What are you doing? Yeah, just crazy, dude.
Not cool. Well, something's in the air. Something, or waking up.
It does feel like something's in the air. It was one of those.
Cooled off here, big time. I know you guys are saying something different, but that heat finally broke around here. It's nice.
Yeah, it was nice for about a week here in Jersey, and then it got super hot the past 3 days.
Sorry, Josh.
See, we're still in the 80s, but it was pretty surreal this morning when I woke up. I could hear dogs barking. They were like dogs going crazy in the neighborhood down the road. You could just hear the dogs off in the distance just getting each other worked up, and they were like dogs howling, dogs barking, and they're just like all these dogs going crazy. I could hear it through the sliding glass door, so I popped it open just to get a better listen.
What's going on?
No idea. But it's like all these dogs getting worked up. But apparently somebody was pretty pissed. Woke up. This was, 3:30 in the morning.
Shut up.
Yeah, you could just hear him out there fucking raging at these dogs. Like, oh, wow. Him's big mad.
Rage against the dogs.
Rage against the canine. The canine? There you go. Rage against the canine.
Rage against... That's so stupid. It's funny, man.
It's like a Bill Larson comment.
Rage against the canine. If you were born after what year, you wouldn't get that. What year was that out, that album? Rage Against the Machine. When I guess when was that, around 2000?
92.
No, 92.
No, it was earlier, right? Yeah, 90. Okay, that's right.
92. Absolutely.
Time's fading fast.
Yeah.
To make you a t-shirt.
Oh, man. Oh, I hit the mic. You can hear the springs echo in this thing. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's a treble for a good arm. It'll cost you $150 to get a good quiet one.
You know, it's funny. They say that stupid thing for the Yeti that I bought too. It was a heavy piece of shit. It was like that ring, so it looks real fancy.
Yeah, I've got
You put it on one of these arms and you just go, it doesn't matter.
It looks cool. It's 7 pounds.
Yeah, it hits you in the head if it's not locked in.
Uh-huh.
It's better to, it's better if you had like a boom mic from a distance, like a regular mic.
Yeah, some greasy haired
But
guy holding it for you.
With a dead cat on it. We're outside for the wind.
I'm your audio tech. I'm here to help.
What can I do for you guys? It's so good to be on Ironworx. I'm punchy, man. I didn't sleep.
I'm punchy. I just woke up.
Out your way. What time? 2:30? 3:30?
It's almost 4:30. It's 4:23.
It's all 4:30.
Oh, it's only an hour difference, you and I?
Uh-huh.
All right, it's 5:23 here. Okay. I literally go to, I come here, at all different times of the day at this office, and I stand up. I'm like, holy shit, the sun's coming out. You're literally in this place like a casino or like a 15-minute city. I actually was here last Friday working on a video because I have a backlog of work. I left on a Sunday morning, and I'm sitting here cooking meals, using the bathroom, take walks around the place. You do a lap, it's like a mile. There's plenty of things to do in here. I have a basketball on my desk. I don't even play basketball, but I bought one for $5, and you can go downstairs. There's a full court. There's lots to do. There's ping pong. There's all this other shit, and lounge areas outside. You can just sit and relax. And so I didn't even step outside till Sunday morning. I literally, you lose track of time when there's no windows, So I can see how these 15-minute cities are going to work. I think they're testing them here. This is where they filmed the movie or that show for Apple TV, Severance, with Ben Stiller. Which I haven't seen, but what?
Isn't it Adam? Damn it, what's his name?
Adam Sandler?
No.
Ben Stiller.
The guy from Parks and Rec. What's his fucking name?
Oh, Ron Perlman.
No, Parks and Recreation.
Ron.
Adam something or something Adam.
What, he's on that show?
He's like the main character on it.
Well, he's the main character, right? He's the one that gets hired in.
Yeah.
What is it like? So they sign a contract and their stuff is so compartmentalized.
I don't know. I watched the first two.
Adam
Adam Scott, that's his name. Damn it. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
But they're not allowed to.
I watched the first two seasons, and then we kind of lost the thread watching something else, and just haven't gone back yet. So, or maybe it was just the first season we watched.
Isn't that what it's about, though? That they work at a high-tech place and they're not allowed to know what they're working on, or something?
Well, actually, what it is in the daytime they live their normal life. At night, when they go to sleep, their secondary personality kicks in, and that is who gets up and goes to work.
What?
That's the whole
Wait,
thing.
is it a clone or is it their actual physical body?
That's part of the whole show, is to figure that out. It's a really great show, and I think it was only the first season that I saw. Now that I'm thinking about it,
I'll tell you what, this facility looks like it was built for Logan's Run or some crazy, like the island,
right?
Or shit like that. So
well,
downstairs,
that brutalist concrete style is, they used it in Total Recall. That was it.
Yeah,
They used
or
it a
like
lot in
what's
there,
that other
too,
movie?
style.
Equilibrium too.
Equilibrium, fucking A. Yep.
Yeah. But no, downstairs they really transformed it in the basement. It was pretty crazy, the halls and stuff. Like you really that feel for like a THX 118 and shit.
So get this. This is from yesterday, 9/7 at 8:21 p.m. from Ars Technica. NASA finally admits what everyone already knows. SLS is unaffordable. I was seeing this coming soon.
What's
After
SLS?
the big rocket,
Oh.
the BFR, the really big rocket to send everybody to the moon.
Space launch system.
Yeah. So that was the one thing I took out of India's lunar rover and all that stuff, was they did it with $79 million. That was their whole budget for their lunar program. $79 million.
You don't believe that?
No, but if they're claiming to be able to do it for $79 million, why does NASA need the money that we give them to do what they're doing?
Well, because it starts out at 79 million for the first couple of years. And then you get like a big fire or an earthquake or something to distract people. And then when everything calms back down, that M is now a B. And nobody fucking notices. 79 billion for a space program. Sure, that's reasonable.
And this rocket is over $100 million to make. Just our rocket. They want to cut the cost down to $70 million.
Quick question, gentlemen. Are we sticking to the plan of brakes on the half, or are we going to...
I don't have anything loaded. My
bring it.
I did a straight 2 hours of my show. I didn't even stop.
You're a machine, though.
I gotta slowly get ready for work over the course of 2 hours.
I'm doing my best to get you there. What have I got here? Football in my Skype area. Why?
Yeah, $3,000 screws, says Laura. $400 hammers. Yeah, it's all just a big money laundering scheme. Of course we need $79 million. Of course we need all this money. How else can we make a country function? We're the government. We need all that tax money. Because, stuff. Oversight. Oh, fuck no.
And that's the one thing that I think is becoming so apparent with the First Amendment auditors. We don't need all these government employees.
Especially when their answer is, well, you can do that online.
Exactly. When you walk in and say, I need to do this, oh, you do that online. Yeah, I can put up a piece of paper in the window that says, you can do that online, and have a list of stuff underneath it. And then one little old lady sitting there to handle whatever isn't capable of doing online.
Now look at
it's ridiculous.
Look at a 200-year-old courthouse and how big that fucking courthouse is, and how ornate and intricate, versus the giant monstrosities that they are building today of just, sure, it's like brutalist and nasty, just a big concrete building, but just the expansive. It's just so massive. And do we really need all those people? Do we really need it, or is it just like a fucking NASA money laundering bullshit? Oh, we'll just get all these people on the take. Just get them on the payroll.
We need all your money because we hired all these people, Josh.
Who you calling those people?
Public workers.
What do you mean, you people?
What do you
Yeah,
mean by
if you've
you?
ever watched those First Amendment audit videos where people go into public places,
Oh,
and
those are
ask
cool.
public services, things that they're supposed to be able to get right there. And 90% of the time, the answer is you can find that online. It's like, yes, I know that, but I'm here. And this is your job to service me. When I come to this little window right here, it's not like you came to my house. I came here. I want a piece of paper with words written on it. I don't want to go have to print something out and this and that and yada yada. That's your job. I'm standing right here. I know I could go do it somewhere else, but this is your job. You're supposed to service me when I ask for help. Not tell me that I can go find help somewhere else and do it myself.
It's not because you're just the most convenient or you've got the best prices. Bitch, I pay taxes. We've decided that this is your job and this is shit that needs to be handled, but we can't be expected to spend our everyday lives on this mundane bullshit. What we need is someone in the public to do this mundane bullshit for us so we don't have to. And we'll pay taxes to make sure that happens. And guess what, bitch? You're the motherfucker that took the job. So now you got to do this mundane shit. Don't tell me to do it online.
Yeah, nobody told you had to work here. Nobody said you had to work in the public sector. If you don't want to deal with the public, go work somewhere else. I worked in plenty of factories, never saw somebody from the public ever. Loved
You know
it.
what? Every now and then you get that one person though who's super nice and really helpful. And I had a red
Yeah,
light
for
ticket
sure. I'm
down in
not saying all
Aventura. No, I know. I'm just saying. But this woman, she's like, you don't have to really pay that. I'm like, what? She goes, let me show you something. And she goes online, pulls up my file, shows me the video from the video camera that saw me going through the red light. And she goes, all right, you see what you did here? See, you had the right of way. If you show this in court, and she's telling me the whole friggin' thing, how to win my case. And I was like, really? And she goes, oh yeah. She goes, that's a known spot where people like the light's too quick, it changes to yellow. And she's telling me all this shit. And then she gives me the name of a lawyer who, like, for $40 just took it to court and like took care of it. It was done. Like, I didn't have to pay any fines, nothing, because otherwise it would have been $350.
That's why they stopped.
Huh?
That's why they stopped doing red light cameras in Missouri. Because, I mean, if you can't see the face, now you're just ticketing a vehicle. You don't know who's driving. You can't ticket a driver if you don't know who the driver is.
Exactly. Did you see the guy that was like the Robin Hood of that out here? It was like in Long Island or something. He wound up running for like city council or something. But they were pissed because he was out there like, climbing it and everything and then disabling them.
Yeah.
It was all money making. And people were having accidents because it would switch so quickly. There'd be none of that yellow caution time, so the other traffic would start moving out into the intersection.
That's crazy.
Nuts.
I just saw a meme with, the traffic camera, but it's got like 3 holes in the side real close together, and it just says gun control means a tight grouping.
That.
Silly string, though. Yep, silly string.
When you were, did you, well, I don't know, where'd you grow up? What state?
Missouri.
You played with guns when you're,
Might as well.
huh?
I'm just asking because I kind of need one suddenly. I
Go
hear
take
things
one.
crashing.
Who's talking to you? Go take one. Go.
Okay, later.
Put yourself on mute. What the fuck, man? In the middle of a sentence, and he fucking cuts me off. Can I go pee pee? Yeah, you have permission. Go. There's a hall pass. What was I saying?
Mom. Mommy. Mom. Mommy. Mom. 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 Mommy. Mom. Hi.
One time I was working at IBM, this guy Joe, right? He used to sit at our lunch table. He goes, you wouldn't know to look at me. This guy was like 6'5" and he weighed like a ton. He goes, but I used to be a runner. Like, I used to run marathons and everything. I said, Joe, I said, running to beat the bell from the microwave back to your favorite TV show during a commercial break doesn't constitute running. Just because you wanted to go make a hot pocket. But no, I was going to ask you, did you play with guns when you were a kid, or just BB guns or anything like that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got my first gun when I was 8. 22 Ruger.
Nice.
Long
Oh,
rifle.
you had a 10-22?
I'm not sure. It was a long time ago.
Those are really reliable guns. We used to have the 100-round drums on them and stuff, and the banana clips, and they were fun. You could just blink all day.
Banana clips, yeah.
I got a 10-22 in the closet.
Right? They're so reliable, man.
My wife's a fucking dead shot with that fucking thing.
Is she?
Yeah.
You use the Winchester? You ever try the Winchester 5.55s, the hollow points?
Mm-mm.
You should be able to get a box of them at Walmart for like $10. They've gone up to like something crazy, like $20-$30, I think.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to spend time taking all my 22s and hollowing out the points or cutting a cross in the tip.
Cutting a cross in them, yeah. But no, we used to take BB guns, even with like a pellet. If you put a .177 inside a regular Daisy or what's that, Crossman 760, and you pump it up real good, we'd put holes through the bottom of the those garbage can looking things on the telephone poles, which was like, you know, it was filled with coolant and shit. When the coolant used to drain out, they used to turn bright red and then fucking explode, and then like Roman candles like looking things used to pop off of it in blue and red and all different colors. They were insulated.
Yeah.
I don't know if those were transformers or whatnot.
We had a Sheridan growing up. Have you ever heard of one of those? It's a really powerful pellet gun. The 10 pump, but it's not like the Daisy 10 pump. This one will go like a quarter of a way into a telephone pole.
Really?
Yeah, it's a super powerful. I had a little 4x4 scope on it. I used to hunt ground squirrels that were putting holes everywhere in the yard for my stepdad.
You can seriously get hurt with those things. I could see somebody losing an eye because
at 100 yards, I could hit a target no problem with the just ting ting.
But even one pump, you'll break skin even through a t-shirt or.
Yeah, they were different. That was like a grown-up pellet gun made to go like hunting small game and stuff like that. Yeah, they were awesome.
What about you, Josh?
I mean, I've had BB guns for as long as I can remember. I got my first rifle at like probably 10 or 11 because I think I killed my first deer at 12. I mean, I've been around guns my whole life. Then in the Marine Corps, I got to play with some of the bigger guns.
And yes, our household stands up to the statistics. There are more guns than people here.
Yeah, here too.
I think it's 120 guns for every 100 U.S. citizens. The country.
New Jersey, a BB gun is still a car slingshot.
Yeah, I got a nice wrist rocket. And an awesome bag of ball bearings. They look like ball bearings, but they're made for a slingshot. Josh actually got it for me. It's got this little leather pouch with a hole in the bottom with magnets.
Yeah, no, those are actual ball bearings. Nemo got those for me, and I sent some of those to you. Those are all via Nemo.
Those are awesome, dude. They're perfect size, but they just fall through this little hole in the bag, and the bottom one gets stuck there from the magnets, and you pull that out, and it gets replaced with another one. So you don't have to go sticking your hand in a bag and closing the pouch. You just pull, load, shoot.
Yeah,
pull,
it's a nifty
load,
little
shoot.
thing.
Did you ever see that guy on the internet? He makes like custom-made slingshots, and he never misses. I mean, he does this weird overhand thing where he pulls it back over his head and shoulder, and he whips it something fierce, like a gunshot.
Yeah, slingshots, you can be deadly with those things. I was watching videos on how to make an actual sling.
Me too. The Balearic slings.
Yeah, where it's just a long rope with a slit in the middle.
What?
Or a pouch. Yeah.
Fingers. Yeah, and
if you got a link on that, please send it.
Yeah, you put a loop around one end and put that around your pinky, and then you just hold the other end in your hand, and you release that other end in the middle of like your throw at that perfect time, and you can get it to where, you can really throw some big, projectiles.
Picture David and Goliath. Yeah, that was what they say.
Now check this out. We're talking about guns, right? I'm on Skype or whatever you say. It's Skype, and what do you think comes up as far as an article on my screen? 2 million guns sold in August, 49th straight month over 1 million in sale. 1 million sales. The hell, man.
Yeah, they got some really cool of those shepherd slings because you can just wrap them up around your wrist and wear it like a fucking cuff. Nobody even knows you've got a sling on there, but you can just take it off. You can just load them and whip them out pretty quick once you get your rhythm. You see them just chucking shit downrange.
Huh.
That's crazy, Zach, because I've spent last week looking at Balearic slings, looking at how to make Balearic slings with
I know I was going to make one out of
rope and
hemp.
twine. Yeah.
Wow.
That's the
Small world.
echo chamber that is YouTube.
You see this hurricane that's coming in? Hurricane Lee?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Must be pretty huge. Who's that?
Austin.
What's up?
What's up,
going
Austin?
on, brother?
Chilling.
When did you sneak up on us?
I've been here for a while.
Oh, my bad, man.
Aren't we clueless?
No, you're good. I was smoking a bong, having some coffee. I got hella pellet scars from me and my brother growing up. We had to squeeze a couple out like pimples.
I was about to ask
Yeah, we
you
had
if
to
you ever had to
roll.
dig one out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Point blank, man.
One
We'd be
pump.
shooting each other.
Yeah, one
Jackass.
pump and you're close. That's it. One
Yeah.
pump, like no standing right next to each other either. One pump, and then like 3 pumps was the max. You're not allowed to go over 3 pumps. You go over 3 pumps, and you had to sit there and let everybody shoot you.
Right?
You had to make rules. You had to have rules because ain't
Yeah.
nobody gonna listen to that.
And one of the big rules was don't tell mom.
Yeah, ever. You get hurt, it was something else. It was a rock from a motorcycle going by.
Right.
Ooh, I hit me. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, you know you're doing
I didn't want my
something wrong.
BB guns taken away. That's for sure.
Exactly. You know you're doing something wrong when you're already setting stuff up or when this happens. This
Hey,
is
guys,
our-
I need a bathroom hall pass. Can I go? Walt, can I please go to the bathroom?
Nope. Sit down.
No,
right
sir,
back.
you are punished.
I'll be right back.
I was told my freshman year by this crazy health teacher, Mr. Johnson. I asked if I could go. I can't let you go to the bathroom, son. You look kind of suspicious to me. You might blow up the building. I was like, what? I need to go to the bathroom, dude. Seriously. There was only like a couple minutes left in class. I think that's why he did it. But yeah, that was his answer. I can't let you go. You might blow up the building. What? Yeah, James Johnson. He was a nutter. I'll never forget that. Wouldn't let me go to the bathroom.
Hey, you
He
guys
said-
were I'm not trying to change the topic, but I just watched the newest trailer to the new Godzilla movie coming out, and it's from Toho Films, like from the people who created
Oh, the
Godzilla.
real deal. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's called Godzilla -1. You gotta go check that trailer out. They're like showing up America, like, look, this is how it's done. But it looks really good. I'm excited for that one. Comes out on my birthday.
Nice.
I know what I'm doing.
One. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the real Godzilla.
They got him looking like in the trailer, he's actually killing people. Like you see him stepping on people and like look pretty good.
Coming out December 1st. Yeah, we've been watching some movies lately, and the new season of Archer started.
I started watching that again recently, just a few episodes, like sometime last week, I think. Man, I used to watch the shit out of Archer.
Yeah, Cami and I just went through all the seasons over the last few months. And yeah, she's hooked on it. She was like, oh, so this is the new one. So I have to wait a week to watch the next one? Yeah, that's how TV works. Reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with that show, you can literally watch any show, any episode, and
Yeah, you
it's
don't have
good
to go in
writing,
order.
you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great one. It's gonna be different without Jessica Walters there. It'll be a little bit different, but I'm sure the show will still make me laugh. And have you ever seen that show Winning Time? I'm not sure what platform it's on, if it's a Netflix thing or something like that, but it's about the LA Lakers dynasty back in the 80s.
Yeah, I've seen the like little previews for it.
It's actually really good. It's more like a documentary type shooting where the people in the documentary though will like talk to the camera sometime, and like the fourth wall comes down every once in a while. It's really neat. The cinematography, the music, it's just really well put together. And I like John C. Reilly. But this isn't like a comedic role for him. It's a serious one. And yeah, it's...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do like John C. Reilly. He's good. He's good at the serious roles, too. He was in... wasn't he in The Perfect Storm? Wasn't he one of the people on the boat?
I'm not
But
sure.
anyways,
I don't know if I've seen that.
he's... I listened to an interview of him talking about the show. There's a movie that came out. I forgot the name of it. It was pretty good. And it was about... I thought it was about Michael Jordan, but he was never in the movie. And it was about his shoes, about how they were.
Oh,
creating
yeah, I
this
watched that
slave.
too. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it.
You know, he was the first person ever to get paid the way he gets paid. He gets a piece of every pair of Jordans that are sold.
Yeah, but they're like $100, $200, and then you got Shaq throwing his shoes in Walmart.
Oh, dude, there's some Jordans that are way more than that now. It's ridiculous what people are spending on shoes.
I used to collect them, man. I used to buy them. I still have a closet full of the ones when I was, they're still sitting in there. People they get killed over them.
Dollars for them.
Air, that's the movie, Air.
Yeah, and they don't show Michael like in the whole movie.
Are you
Nothing to
walking
do with
around, Zack?
basketball. Oh, am I glitching?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. I'll fix it.
Yeah, Dave Banner's Step Brothers. Listen, that's a classic for me. Me and my wife, we can recite that whole movie.
Yeah, same here. I even go and watch the bloopers like once a year just to see the stuff that didn't get put in the movie.
Yeah. Oh, all the parts that was taken out during their fight in the front yard was hilarious.
Have you guys seen the big screen adaptation of Chicago, the musical?
No.
No.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. I forget.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's my wife's seen it.
John C. Reilly does a fucking version of Mr. Cellophane that is classic. Yeah, check out John C. Reilly, Mr. Cellophane. It was really good.
Have you ever seen him do that crazy show where it's like a public access TV show? Something with Dr. Brule.
Like Wayne's World?
Kind of, but it's in like a studio. He has his own like studio, but it's a public access studio. And he goes around and talks to people like the postman or, the fisherman down the road
Check it out with Dr. Steve.
Yeah, check it out with Dr. Steve Brule. He plays the best stupid person, maybe better than Randy on My Name is Earl. He just plays this really dumb person it's hilarious. He gets everybody's names wrong and stuff like that. It's genius. Yeah, check it out, Dr. Steve Brule. I've never seen it out anywhere. It just came across on Foot Locker one day, and I was like, "What's this?" I love John C. Reilly, and it never really took off. But he's got seasons of it.
Didn't it start out on that Tim and Eric show, like as part of their?
Yeah, I think so.
Like a side skit type thing. Yeah,
Like,
and it just
one of the ones that would just cut to that suddenly, and he'd be like just nuts, fucking off the chain. Yeah.
Yeah, comedic genius, that John C. Reilly. So did you see all the late night hosts that don't have their writers to make them not funny anymore? So they're all just, they got together and made a podcast. Like all the people I can't stand at all. Who are all those late night? Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, I did notice a couple of them had a podcast.
Yeah, they all got together and made a podcast. I forget what it's called. Oh, so now it's just 1 hour of cringe instead of...
They weren't even funny with the writers.
Exactly. And now it's even worse. It's bad. You can tell when somebody's a true comedian. It's not like the only time they're not funny is when they're really pissed off. A true comedian is just, they're just always funny. It's like they're always on. They don't need to go look at something and read a joke or this or that. Yeah, they practice them and stuff when they're doing stand-up. But a real comedian is funny always. Like they see something, it's like, hey, joke. These guys aren't like that. And I never even thought Jimmy Kimmel was really a comedian. Wasn't he a sports guy? Isn't that how he got his start?
The Man Show, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
I thought he was on Saturday Night Live. That's not where he came from. On like one of the shitty seasons of Saturday Night Live. Yeah,
he might have been. I'm not even sure. But yeah, late night is nothing what it used to be. Not that I ever really watched a lot of Johnny Carson or any of those. I was never really into talk shows, but
I only watched it for the comedy. Yeah.
When I was a kid, I was all about Johnny Carson. I used to
fucking A, dude, every night.
To reenact his golf swing. As a kid.
Yeah, they just don't make them like that anymore. And whereas you would think with the internet and all that stuff and how it is that we would see some side shows that are more like The Whitest Kids You Know or The Kids in the Hall. Those just kind of offbeat skits where, it's just a group of people that get together and put together skits.
There's been a few that have come over the transom over the years that were worth it. Like Bob Odenkirk put another group together, and it was called The Birthday Boys. If you haven't seen that, dude, go dig deep and thank me later.
Oh, I'm going to have to find that one. David Banner, remember Faulty Towers? Oh, that show is the best. John Cleese running the bed and breakfast. Manuel, I think, was his Spanish servant who didn't speak very good English. I love John Cleese. Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. Well, I guess, I don't know. Like the newer shows, I don't really watch too many of them. I go back a lot. I have noticed, though, the ones that I am watching, I find that they don't have all the woke shit. Like Archer stays away from that.
Midnight Mass is a good one. If you guys want to check that one out. It's not a comedy.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Great. I enjoyed it. I called it, though. It was, I mean, they're all predictable. I mean, I'm always kind of ruining it. I'm like, oh, foreshadowing. That's coming back.
Dude, I always know it. I always know it when they do it. It's so bad. It's so bad. There was something in the Flash movie recently, and it was like, really? We got to see that again later? And
oh my God.
We did.
Listen, that movie. So, okay, go ahead, Walt. Sorry.
No, go right ahead. What about
I was just going to say that movie. such a disappointment because I grew up reading comics, right? And they're putting all these agenda in there, blah, 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 all that. But they had this one story. Oh man, what was the name of it? Damn, I'm going blank. It was Flashpoint Paradox. And then they made it into an animated movie. The animated movie is amazing. It's great. Then they made this stupid movie, and the graphics, like the CGI is terrible. And that's back to that Godzilla movie. There's one guy who wrote the script, directed it, and did the visual effects for this new Godzilla movie that's coming out of Toho Films from Japan. And it looks way better than these Marvel movies that are coming out. It's just, or all these movies. It's just trash over here, man.
Wait, Flashpoint Paradox, that was the Flash, right?
Yeah, the animated movie. Have you seen that?
That was really good, man. I remember seeing it. That
great.
Was off the charts, man. I think it's got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes and shit.
Dude, if they could have made that live action, that would have been amazing, man. Like,
yeah,
really, that was good.
Yep. Oh, I saw Equalizer 3 the other day. Awesome movie, worth every penny. I only had to pay the matinee price, but I stayed awake for the whole entire thing. And ironically, I went to see They Live last Sunday on the 35th anniversary, which I had seen a million times.
Yeah, no doubt.
I only saw 7 minutes of it. I fell asleep. Dude, when I say I slept through it, my body was so tired because I was working all weekend. I got there. I paid $13 for it. I figured, okay, it's a good, I've seen the movie a million times. It's worth it. I sit down. I literally passed out. Like as soon as remember, like he gets to the homeless camp and the lady's like, "More peas." That's the last thing I heard. Next thing I wake up to, he's home with two cops in the alleyway. Right? I didn't even make it to the bank scene inside the bank. The next scene I wake up, it's the homeless guy with the watch, and they're already at the TV.
And they're already
station.
in the
That means I slept through the underground resistance getting blown apart. I slept through the guy in the TV with the headache. I slept through everything. And then the guy goes, "See you later, boys." And I was like, "What?" And I'm like, "I just slept through that." And then I saw him get killed on the rooftop, and it was over. So I was probably seeing 5 to 7. I didn't see the newspaper stand. I didn't see any of it. I took a nice nap.
What's the black guy's name in that movie?
Keith David. Oh no, you mean his character's name?
No, yeah, the actor.
Yeah, Keith David.
So he does a lot of voice work for these animated shows like the Flashpoint Paradox and stuff. And he was being interviewed at a Comic-Con convention. They were asking him about the They Live. And he was talking about how it was #1 in the box office for like 2 weeks straight. And then it disappeared. It was not in the theaters anymore. It couldn't be found anywhere.
And that was when they could actually hide stuff. They could show it to you and, oh, this is getting way too much traction. People seem to like it. And, it's about us lying to them. We need to put a kibosh on this one. They could do that back in the day. Now they can't do that anymore. Now it's like as soon as it hits the internet, they've lost control for the most part.
I just put something up regarding Keith David. Like you said, all the voiceover work that he did, I didn't realize it. And here it is, right here. It's Keith David has been the voice of over 70 animated characters, and he doesn't even get the recognition he deserves. He even had his part cut in Roadhouse. He was the bartender in Roadhouse. All this stuff made it. And it's funny. So we've all seen Roadhouse a million times, right? It's always on TV and stuff with Patrick Swayze. He has fifth billing in the opening credits. It's Patrick Swayze, and then the other actors, Kelly Lynch, and he's listed 5th as an actor because he was big in the 80s, and all his scenes got cut from the movie.
Jeez,
how weird is that? Oh, and Harley Quinn? That was based on a real life actress named Ellen Sorkin, and the character she did was exactly what you see in Harley Quinn with that, that over the top accent of hers, the way she talks. But there was she used to be Arlene Sorkin used to be on a soap opera, and there was this one episode where she had a dream sequence, and in it she was a Harlequin in her dream. So when her friend was actually writing for the animated series on Batman, he says, "I got an idea." She goes, "Why don't you make a female character?" And he based it on her, and that's how she came into existence.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Hamill,
very new.
Mark Hamill did a lot of voiceovers for animated stuff. cartoons back in the 90s. He was the Joker on the Batman cartoon, the one that actually followed the comics and stuff.
He still does voice work now. Still. Well.
Yeah, he's got that voice, and I couldn't even tell it was him.
No, I would have never guessed.
Like, even after I knew, I went back and, after I heard, I was like, that was Mark Hamill? No way. I went back and listened, and I don't hear Mark Hamill in those voices and stuff. It's wild. Yeah. Talented guy. I don't know why. I've been watching scenes from the movie Amadeus over the last couple of days. I forgot how great of a movie that was. Because it's hard to get me to stay watching something that doesn't have some kind of action or violence or comedy in it. Like a drama, strictly drama.
Mm-hmm.
But that one, and yeah, the last couple of days I've just been watching all kinds of skits on it. And then I was going through Mozart's music. Like, I found this really, I'm going to have to try to find it again and I'll share it with you guys. But it's just got the piano at the bottom of the screen. And then it has these lights that come down from the top. And they show you exactly where it's going to be pushed and how the timing goes. So it has a bunch of different, keys going up the screen. You see like the next 20 keys that are going to be hit. And it just keeps scrolling down. And it started at age 5 and showed what he did. And then slowly went up until his death. And how much more complicated. And you could tell, like, when he was in his late teens and early 20s, he was more of like a rock and roller type thing. And as he got older, it got more sad and melodic. And yeah, it's beautiful to see the progression of Mozart's music and how amazing it was, even at a very young age. Under 10, he made some amazing things. And then to realize all these songs that all these little jingles that we know, so many of them are Mozart. The commercials, the little music bumpers for so many different things is his music. Yeah, check it out. If you've never seen like Mozart's music, at different ages, I'm sure you can find all kinds of videos on it. It's really interesting to see how he progressed and his mind advanced. I know a lot of people said playing Mozart for your children at very young ages helps develop their brains faster. This one lady, she had 4 geniuses for children, saying this isn't something that is given to us. Being a genius isn't something that people just have. You can teach them to be geniuses. You can mold them in a certain way, their brain, their way of thinking. You can teach them to think logically enough to where they would be geniuses. But she always played Mozart, like, for her children all the time, even in the womb. Yeah. Interesting. The music of Mozart. I'm sorry, I rambled on about Mozart for like 10 minutes.
We were just talking about Mozart for school. Kaylee found this cool little curriculum that has a good music section. I haven't talked about any of that stuff since music class.
Yeah, have you ever seen the movie Amadeus?
I have not.
Oh, you got to go watch
check it out.
Yeah, it's not from his point of view either. It's from like his rival's point of view. A guy that was Salieri, very famous, well known, even at the time. He like worked for the king or whatever. He was his musical composer of the court, something like that.
A.U.S.? Yeah, A.U.S.
Real quick
A-M-A-D-E-U-S.
question. Josh, are you here?
Sure I am.
Okay, apparently we're now being overtaken by the power.
Fight
Free
the power.
world's no, free world's no longer playing us. Just letting you know, I don't know what you can do about it, but just throwing it out there. It may have kicked us off at the top of the hour or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think kicks you off exactly when it's set to. Like at 9:30, it cuts me off.
Yeah, we're currently going back to Cali right now. I don't think so.
I love some LL Cool J. Kind of hoping that was going to come through.
Some Ice Cube.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. I have no idea why it would be kicking us off.
Is it possible something reset us to an hour instead of 2 somehow in the mix? I mean, I don't have a clue how it's even set up on the backside. I'm just throwing things out there that could have changed with an update or.
No, I'm looking at it.
I don't know.
It's Friday. We're right here.
Friday. Yeah, I don't know. They were saying it in chat. I saw it in chat first, and then I went and kicked it back because I had it paused there just not to have too much going. And yeah, there we go. All right, so yeah, don't know. Is there a 30-second thing there that kicks into music if we get quiet too long?
That could be a possibility.
Maybe the server died when Zack wouldn't shut up about Mozart. He bored it to death.
I think there is a silence detector, and I think it is.
There is, actually, yeah.
Pretty.
And then the music kicks in.
Pretty touchy, as I recall. Now that you say that.
Big Pine in chat says it's because we didn't praise Jimmy Kimmel.
Arr, get used to the music.
Oh, that's that video. I forgot about that. Nuka-Cola, our buddy in chat, sent a video to me here earlier.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, he was in way early in the chat. I said, hey, then, but this is pretty crazy. He said this is witchcraft, is what they're saying there in his area. That people have literally moved out of that area because of what you're about to see, if you can see it. If you're not watching this on the radio.
I got to move it.
I got to get it ready, too. You go ahead.
What? We're done with the show?
This is in South Africa. People are moving out of a village because of witchcraft.
Oh.
You think it? So give us a
go. Is that what you said?
I said totes, but you can go too.
Okay. Damn it! I thought I had it open. All that or nothing.
Yeah, Braz and Brazil. Yo, yeah, Braz. Yo, yeah, Braz. Yo, yeah, Braz. Yeah, Braz. Yeah, Braz. Ayin, Braz.
Okay, so what we're seeing, folks, it looks like the sun.
I mean,
what the hell?
I don't know what the fuck I just saw. I'll tell you
What
that.
is that? Is that nighttime?
Play that back.
Yeah, Braz and Brazil. Yo, yeah, Braz. Yo, yeah, Braz.
I mean, it looks like a small.
Yeah, Braz. Yeah, Braz. Yeah, Braz.
Kind of just goes up into the sky. And whoever's watching is freaking the fuck out. What does he say in Nuka? Tell us. But anyway, this has been said to be witchcraft that somebody did apparently, and people are now moving out of that immediate area.
What?
That's what
is
he
that
just
them
told me.
getting picked up? Do they get
Yo,
lifted
yeah,
up?
Braz. Yo, yeah, Braz.
Is that what that trailer is? It some kind of spirit that seems flying out of that?
Something that's been summoned up or something.
It's not for nothing. I've never
We'll get Luke in here if I can. Hang on.
I've never seen a rocket or flare like that bright.
No, I've never seen anything like that.
Like-
I've seen a bunch of crazy shit out in the desert, out in the cane fields. I've seen a lot of interesting dirt devils, but I've never seen one that centralized and just
Sundogs
go up into the sky like that. Yeah.
Sundogs on
Nook, are you still in chat, brother? Come in here and tell us what the hell that was.
Wait, so he's saying he recorded that, or?
No,
I don't know if he literally recorded it, but he sent it to me and he said, they say it's witchcraft. I know the people that live around that road and have moved after that. So there you go. It's right here. It's right there in his immediate area. And the people have moved out of there. Is he gone? Apparently he left us. He was there earlier and I was going to ask him then and we just got sidetracked. And I did have the video up or I would have forgotten completely. Well, if he comes back in the chat, I'll ask him to pop in.
That was pretty wild looking. Now, what do you think? I mean, it could have been, I don't know. It almost
looked like a little
trail,
dark
but
thing in it going up through that. I don't know. It
that's
was
what
weird.
David Banner said. It looked like there was something black going up the trail.
Going up it. That's what I saw.
like it lifted somebody up. That's what it looked like to me. Like somebody had got lifted up in that thing.
So Nemo says they're on the third song now over there. So apparently once you get kicked out, there's no forgiveness.
I reset boot. I disconnected boot and restarted streaming to see if that would make a difference. But it says 0 listeners, so who in the hell's going to know if it worked?
Boot? What's that? I don't have that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, whenever I see stuff like this and people moving and leaving an area, my mind goes like Axel here, walking Axel. Good minerals in the area. And then someone else, probably a land grab, you know? I could see that. If you want to get, you know, it's a lot easier to buy land when nobody owns it. Nobody has possession of it and is living there. And instead of doing like the railroad used to do back in the day, according to his story, you know, we'll just scare the people out with a natural or some kind of phenomena.
I'll drop it forward into the Ironworx call chat. That way everybody can watch it up close. There we go.
Yeah, that was wild.
It should be in the chat with us now. We'll see. Did it? Yeah, it did. So Austin, what you been up to, man? Not talking to it.
Not much. See it, just putting out a couple shows a week and working at the bar on a family thing. You know how it goes.
I do.
Trying to live my best life.
I do indeed.
How are you enjoying not being boss man now?
Well, it actually goes live this weekend. So I've still been the boss this whole time, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it because once it happens, all these new bosses are going to start asking me, how do I do this? How do I do that? And I forgot. I don't know. Forgot how to do it. I'm just here to bartend.
That's your job. Yeah, that's your job.
Yeah. You're going to take some pay from me. You don't, I forgot.
Maybe you should ask your boss. That's right. It's above my pay grade. If you don't know, it must be above your pay grade too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, don't tell them you forgot. Just be like, yeah, it's above my pay grade. I don't do stuff like that anymore.
I actually got some job offers from some of the bars across the street. And I don't know, it's tempting. But I don't know. Changing jobs is always feels risky for me.
Yeah. Well, I know David's app is real close. Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app by Blue Water Pay. Yeah, it's the profile section is he's tuning it in, And I only found one glitch on it for my phone, at least. I know Android suck, David. I know.
Wait, so can we set up?
It's still in. It's a beta testing right now, but it has all kinds of stuff for, like, you can put on your wall. You're looking for work. You're looking to hire people. You're looking for, all kinds of stuff, for meetups. It's going to be awesome. You have a
that
wall,
would be good to find a job where, like, that would be great.
You can trust your boss. Yeah.
Right.
You reckon he's fixed the fact that it seems to crash a lot?
Yeah, it's been crashing.
Yeah, they're tinkering a lot with it right now. There's a lot of tinkering going on.
I think having
I have a
wall
lot
is
of
cool.
people in. Sorry, Josh.
I was gonna say, having a wall to post stuff on is really cool for an app. Having an app that'll stay open is even cooler, especially if you have a wall. But I'm just saying, wall or no wall, if the app could just stay open and not drain my battery, would be, pimp.
Yeah, I haven't had any of those issues.
My phone keeps telling me
notifications that it crashes
because it just fucking won't stop sucking on my battery. So
yeah, my phone tells me to put it into deep sleep because it keeps crashing.
Yeah, it warns me about what it's doing to my phone. So yeah, there's definitely
there's a lot of people
Android
in Florida though. A lot of blue dots. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm up to like 230 something in my area.
I sent out messages to some of them. I got some back. I haven't responded yet. I was like, oh man, dude, we're close. I've been making my own flat earthers at work. Shit.
Just make them if you ain't got them.
Even the guests and the regulars. I got everybody talking about it.
Yeah, pretty soon, gonna be all over Fortnite.
I mean, it already is, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's going to be a flat Earth map for everybody to go play on.
They're all flat.
Yeah, but this one's continents and
Oh yeah, I've seen a little bit of it on Globebuster.
We put the pyramids in now.
Hell yeah.
Temple in India. Yeah, it's coming along.
I think Nemo sent me a new link to try to get in there.
Yeah, there's a new island code. Everything's running smooth. We just need to beta test it with like 7-8 people, something like that. Get a few of us in there. We want to get it so the person that starts off as the flat earther rotates. It won't be the same person for each round. And then, once we do that, we got the storm working. Makes a nice small circle right around Mount Meru near the end. And you have like 3 minutes in a small circle to find the last few people that might be running around. Yeah, I think it'll work. I think it's going to work. We were thinking of making it like 50 people, make it so 50, you could have 49, start off with 49 Globers and one flat earther, and then just convert everybody in 15 minutes. Yeah, we're going to set something up. I'll put something in there. I don't know. We have to find a time that's good for everybody, where we can all get together on one night and just like get at least like 6 or 7 of us in there. I'm sure we can do it. But yeah, you'll have a new thing. I had to make a new team. So in the Discord group chat, there's a new link to join the new team. If you want to play before it gets published officially. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, app's on the way. Real close, folks. I'm thinking about putting it out and then finishing some of the decoration stuff later, as far as like tall grass and little rocks here and there, and because the gameplay is pretty much working smooth now. I don't know. I got to talk to Nemo. We'll figure it out. Excuse me. So 6:20. Wow, time is flying. What are we doing this evening?
Hard to slowly get ready for work over.
I tried my part.
Mm-hmm.
So
Should we have a quick break here? Let Josh go brush his teeth and all that good stuff. Try to scarf down something.
Yeah, I think we got some.
What you got for me?
Sunrise.
I like the sunrise.
Little song called Sunrise by Surfer Girl with the Elevators Company. I want to drop down the volume on YouTube. And we'll continue playing maybe on Free World. I don't know if we're playing again. Started the broadcast. We'll see what happens. Anyway, we'll get it going. This is actually official video
Smoking
audio.
in the morning,
We'll be back.
blazing like the sunrise. Smoking in the morning with you. Nothing's more important. We're moving counterclockwise. Nothing's more important than you. And when it comes to me, anything goes. Just tell me how you feel. I'm here to ease anything wrong, and I know you'll keep it real. So fighter, we're moving slow. Diamonds and riches, they come and they go. There ain't never enough time in the day for us. So fighter, bring it in close. You and me got nowhere to go. So smoking in the morning, blazing like the sunrise. Smoking in the morning with you. Yeah. Nothing's more important. Moving down.
Welcome back to the Ironworks. Right here, the Iron Media YouTube channel, also, maybe on freeworld.fm. I'm not sure. I don't know what in the hell's going on. It's a lot different.
Yeah, I
on
don't
the
either
laptop.
at this point. I'm so utterly just baffled by a whole lot right now. Totally. Just baffled.
We're definitely not on Free World.
Okay.
No, our logo is our Ironworx logo is popped up there, but apparently music is still playing there.
So did you hear about this new?
So for those who didn't quite understand what we're doing, if we're going to play music, we're muting up what goes out over YouTube so that we don't get the strikes and have access to the nice fundage you guys are helping us out with going through that way. Although it's better to help with PayPal. That also being said, I've lost that link. I had it right here. There it is. I'll drop the link just in case it isn't in the description. The other day after the show, got it. Emo, thank you, friend. You beat me to it. The other day after the show, if you're not aware, quite often after our live show here in the morning, some cool people hop out of the YouTube chat and into the actual call. Liz, Nemo, Zombie Snoop, different people have done it. And the other day, after we realized Josh's computer had just gone belly up and that it was going to be a struggle to get our show back to even a semblance of what it was, let alone advancing it, further, it would require a completely new computer because his is dead. And as you hear now with the audio struggle that just happened, it wasn't only that we muted up YouTube, but the actual audio was choppy and horrible. So we apologize. We're going to get there, and the way we're going to get there is with your help. You guys have already so been generous. When Josh showed me the total of what's been given and handed our way to help him out, it brought tears to my eyes, truly. But after the call, Liz was like, genius idea. It hit her that our good friend Austin, who's already a handy dude at doing great trivia shows to help promote, to help collect some funds to help out those in need, could actually help us by setting up and getting a trivia show going. So I reached out to him as we were there, literally within a second of me asking him, would that be something he would be interested in? He immediately hopped in with both feet and was willing to do that. I haven't reached out to Andrew yet. Figured he'd be here this morning, but we're definitely missing him this morning.
I reached out.
I know you said you were
totally
going to bug
down.
it. All right, I knew you said you were. So awesome.
Oh yeah, I blew him up.
Awesome. Well, we're going to get the details worked out as far as the day, time. It's really going to work more around you and Andrew's time and schedule. So, but as I told you, I'm there. I'm down. Whatever you need me to do on my end. Josh versus Walt battle. Yeah, we're the only.
Oh, dude, that's a good idea.
We haven't been in the hot seats yet, have we, Josh?
Oh, I like that idea.
Liz is just on fire, man.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
All right, I'm down.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that'll be a good time, and it'd be a good way to help out Josh and just keep this whole train a-rolling. Andrew, he's already sent me some questions, and he said he's going to be working on some more. And
cool.
We're actually going to set up a little meeting so we can find ways to make it better than the last time, because we're always trying to tweak it. This will be the third one. I think the third one. So yeah, but it'll be fun. And then, like you said, well, if you're going to be competing with Josh, then maybe Zack, or we can do Iron Realm media questions for the audience, instead.
Right. That's actually what just went through my head. I had already planned on writing some very specific Iron Realm media trivia questions.
We could multi-stream it everywhere too.
Sorry, I'm just reading the chat. I saw my name pop up. You know how that is. Anyway, but yeah, we'll definitely, we're going to make it all kinds of interesting things going on. What happened? Oh, okay. Thank you, Alexander Lightwater. I just saw what you said. I saw my name, but it moved before I could read it. Too much going on. Too much happening. Seems like there was something else. Damn it. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. It'll come back, I'm sure, right after we go off the air.
So did you guys hear Space Force has rewritten its mission statement?
Nope.
Did not. I didn't know they actually had one. To boldly
yeah,
go where no
because-
one has gone before, something about that. I know I heard.
Yeah, they were just talking about, what was that, a couple months ago, about the head of Space Force not really knowing what Space Force has to do with space. It's mostly about, satellite protection and stuff like that. Communications and things like that. But the new mission statement is secure our nation's interest in, from, and to space. And they crowdsourced it. When does the military crowdsource anything? When does it go ask service members, hey, what should we call this? Do you have any ideas? Did they ever ask you, Josh, when you were in the military, what they should name something?
Not that I can recall.
Do you remember them ever asking your opinion about anything? Ever? No. What is going on in our military today?
How would you like to identify?
Yeah, oh my goodness.
Dude, it's a joke. I was just talking to Kaylee about the county sheriffs here. Every single one of them, they're not running. You can run from any of them. They're in the worst shape. Their ankles are swollen over their shoes. It's insane.
Yeah, I have noticed that a lot. There are a lot of police officers that I'll see on, videos. I watch a lot of audits. Now, there are quite a few of them that are in pretty good shape. Some of them are in extremely good shape. But there are a lot more than there should be that couldn't catch, Cami running down the road. Not a young, in-fit, quite athletic. We're talking somebody that's, older, smokes a lot. She's in good shape. She's fit, but she doesn't do a lot of running, long distance running or anything like that. And she could get away from some of these people easy. Yeah, what are they there to do? Really? There are physical requirements, I'm sure. Actually,
Yeah, they're not taking a fitness test, that's for sure. There's no strength test for these guys, I'm seeing.
Yeah, it
Like,
seems
it's
like
bad down here. Maybe because it's like a retirement city. I don't know.
But yeah, I agree. If you're going to be out on patrol, I think you should have to pass some type of physical requirement. And I understand people get hurt and things like that. And yeah, that's a different issue. But like Austin was saying, when you can see their ankles rolling over their shoes.
Hey, I identify as a svelte person, even though I weigh 385 pounds. Fuck you.
Hey, I'm a chubby ass too. I'm just saying. These cops.
Yeah, you didn't take an oath to, protect
Right.
and serve and all that kind of stuff.
Like, I'm not trying to get into a cat and mouse chase.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not part of your job description, to have to chase somebody down and, tackle them.
But I saw it on the TV. Bad boys, bad boys.
Yeah.
Matt, don't get me wrong. I love police officers. We need them. My nephew just became a police officer. God. Oh, man. my nerves just went through the roof when I heard that. I was like, oh, buddy.
Yeah, I got a couple ex-cops that are bartenders now, and we got a designated cop on our block where the bars are, and he's a good guy, you know. And these ex-cops that work with us, they're, you know, well, one of them I can't stand because he tells me stories. I'm like, how do you sleep with yourself? How do you live? How do you, like, what's wrong with you? But I think the other guys, they're great guys.
Yeah, I think it's like 80% of the force is part of the Blue Lodge, Masonic Lodge.
Like there's this, oh yeah, the cops that they got Masonic rings on their hands. But there's one ex-cop I work for.
Yeah.
He now has his medical marijuana card, you know, and he's all about it. But then he'll tell me stories how he was busting people. And I'm just looking at him, like, looking right through him. Like, how do you live with yourself, man? You're such a hypocrite. Like, it just makes me mad because he's just laughing off how he, like, ruined people's lives over some weed.
Yeah,
Man.
Serious stuff. Real serious stuff. That's why I could never be a cop, because I couldn't be okay with that.
Right. I actually was going to school. I went to school I was getting a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, specializing in homeland security. But I was like also like waking up at the same time and looking into 9/11 and, you know, finding out things about homeland security. And then I was still smoking pot at the time. I was like, yeah, this ain't for me. I got to get out of here.
I watch a lot of videos with police officers in it all the time, and they get lied to a lot. I understand why cops walk up and right off the bat, it's instinct that you're lying to them. I get it now. It's weird. A lot of their interactions, and these are the interactions I see. You know, it's not like these are all the interactions and everybody's a liar. There's a lot of good people out there that I'm sure just tell the truth and get up and turn around, put their hands behind their back and go and walk to the car and sit down and don't say a word. There's probably a lot of those people. But there are also a lot of people that just deny reality. Like, well, I didn't run into that house with my car as she's walking down the road with a big gash in her head and, you know, from the scene,
her
like
car
half a block,
in the house,
and it's her car, wasted. Like, no, I didn't do it. That wasn't me. Like, come on, take your medicine. You messed up. You got caught. Be a big person now and say, yep, I did that. I'm sorry. But people don't. A lot of people don't. And it's not just the drunk ones, or, you know, these are like, some of them are like holding seats in the city and stuff like that, and they lie just as much. It doesn't matter what class you're in. It doesn't make you a better person because you make more money or anything like that. The people driving the nice cars and wearing the suits lie just as much. So they assume everybody is lying to them in an interaction. I understand why that takes place now. Sorry, I'm just rambling. But yeah, there's a lot of good cops out there. And it only takes, you know, a handful of bad ones to even corrupt a lot of those good cops. For the most part, most of my interactions throughout my life, I've met pretty good cops that I've dealt with and have had to deal with me.
I've had some bad interactions in the past, but maybe some of it was my fault. You know?
Well, I grew up with an uncle in my immediate family, my mother's brother, who was an officer. I hung out at their like gun range with them on a regular basis. He would take me over there. Y'all were talking about guns earlier, and I was going to get into that, and we got sidetracked again. I have things going on. My cats are acting really strange this morning. I don't know if maybe the cat outside is having the kittens, but something's got them acting really wild. They tore up the whole kitchen earlier. That's why I had to go take off. Anyway, so my uncle, great guy, the people I met around him there hanging out, literally, like I said, in this big shed area where, they would get things together and like do their own loads. And I mean, I was like 7, 8 hanging out at the, like just hanging out there at the cop place, getting ready to shoot with them. It was fun. It was great. Anyway, they were all good guys. And then my step family, my uncle in that family was a state trooper here in Louisiana for like my whole time growing up here, and he was an amazing guy. So that's who I knew the police to be, and that's what I thought they all were. And then I was in like junior high maybe at a ball game one night, and me and a group of my friends were all hanging out with the cool teacher. He was the history guy who had the big mutton chops and played in the jazz drums in the jazz band and probably smoked pot, but we all didn't do that with him. But anyway, we're hanging out talking to him, and we're the guys who would be hanging out with the jazz drummer. We were the longer haired guys that looked like we probably would smoke some good dope or whatever. And so we're all there grouped up under the like little area next to the snack bar. We're not giving the first fuck about the football game. We're there for the social aspect of it all. And as we're talking to our teacher, this cop comes up and is like, you guys need to break this up. And the guy's like, I am a teacher here at the school. And he was like, well, I don't care. Y'all need to break this up. And I'm like, man, we're just sitting here talking to our teacher. He's like, oh, you are, Mr. Smartass. He grabs me by my collar and walks me to the fence and kicks me out of the football game. And I'm like, what the actual fuck? Because I have long hair, that makes me a bad guy talking to the teacher with the sideburns. That makes him the bad guy. I mean, what the fuck kind of profiling bullshit? And this was like in the 80s before profiling was even a word. So I was stunned by that. I also had a car that had all kind of metal stickers in the window and on the bumper and all that. It constantly got me pulled over because I met a certain profile. And just add to that over the years, getting pulled over in small towns as I'm going to jobs and, because of what I look like, hair and stickers and a certain, like I said, a profile. So yeah, it became a thing over the years where I quickly realized that the few people that I knew who were excellent people were just that. They were great people. They never became dirty people. I just saw your comment, Austin, in chat. I was a dirty, dangerous hippie, indeed. Anyway, my point is, I don't know if it's I think it's just those people that, you were talking about how the bad guys turn the good guys. I don't know about that one, Zach. I really don't. I mean, I know, like I said, I know the people I knew who were good, and they were good the whole time. I think those people are just that are attracted to that power thing, to that, that power of being able to lord over somebody else, the bully mentality or whatever.
Sad. That's what they're looking for now. That's what they want. That's who they want to hire, is those types of people. They do all kinds of evaluations and their testing and stuff. So they try to do like a psychological profile on, will this person just do what I say? Or are they going to say, well, are they going to tell me, no, that's not how the law works? And they want the people that are just going to do what they're told. That's who they're looking, the power hungry, if it's okay to not follow the law here because my superior says it's okay and it gives me more power. That's what the people that they want in there. It's sad. I mean, it could be a better system if it was set up to be. They could find the people that should be officers, and it's designed this way. It's why it is the way it is because the people they look for aren't the most virtuous and the ones that will uphold the law and no matter what, It's sad. It really is. It's like they're just trying to destroy the the fabric of our society right in front of our eyes.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. It looks like your IQ
They're doing a
seems
good
to have
job
hit
at it.
triple digits. Triple digit IQ disqualifies you from the police
I don't
force.
think it's any different than, I think they've been trying to destroy society. Certain groups and others are trying to build them up. It's, you know, even among them, the, whatever you want to call them, the elites, right? These huge, wealthy, powerful families that have been in, you know, had this wealth for generations after generations and are, you know, kind of steering things. Some of them people are good people. They have to be. And yeah, there's a war going on amongst their ranks just as much as any other type of battle. I mean, the streets don't change except for the names. I'll say it again. Axl Rose said it best. That song. You're going to find the same types of people. It doesn't matter where, it doesn't matter what group, this or that. When you get down to people's core personalities, you're going to find that they're all the same. Get a group of 100 people, you're going to find shitty people in there.
You were talking earlier, y'all were speaking about all the things going on with the stores and the shoplifting and how, you know, it's like they're trying to make it easier and harder for the people to protect themselves. And yeah, it definitely seems to be not just the agenda, but the actual plan. You know, I mean, that is what they have to do. They have to destroy the current society to build up their new thing. That's what every fucking thing they're about is. It's on their fucking dollar bill, you know? So that fits right into it. Create a force that is the part, you know, serve and protect, yeah, the fucking people under that dollar, under that eye. Not us. It has nothing to do with us. As, you know, I don't think it even has anything to do with race, or I don't know. It's just they have to destroy the thing now that we have to build on top of it. But I think they just built this thing for that purpose. Just like, you know, you see the pictures of the World Trade Center with all the empty building inside the middle, like it was built for that fucking ritual. Well, this society in this country, this whatever we're in, was built for that ritual of destroying it. But they're obviously fucking doing. I'll stop, Randy. We're almost out of here.
Yeah, we still got like 12, 13 minutes. I think. I don't fuck. Like I was having audio issues. Y'all couldn't hear me. Skype had just like froze up on the audio drivers or something. It was just doing nothing. So I had to start mashing buttons.
Yeah, you're struggling. Indeed. I did a lot of research over we'll talk about all that off air, but I have done a lot of research over the last few nights trying to figure out what's your best route on that whole idea. And it just keeps pointing back to building your own, like I did. That's why I built my own, was that just getting a pre-built, either you're going to get shit you can't do anything to upgrade, or you're going to get something that, you know, is what you got before. Somebody just going to... Anyway, we'll figure it out after the show, tomorrow, whatever. We'll figure it out. That being said, there is a link. I'm going to drop it again. I had it in my... There it is. If you are able to help, if you've already helped, definitely thank you. And don't feel the need to do it again just because I'm saying this. But if you have the ability to help us out here, Josh is definitely struggling, as you see. And
here.
Yeah, without a doubt. Oh.
Or you
Tonight's show, Liz is asking. Yes, there will be one. Is that the question? I don't know.
No, I think she wants a little more specificity.
Yeah. Well, with things being as still up in the air as they are literally up until today, we kind of really haven't set that in stone yet because I didn't want us, you know, we weren't sure about the launch and the day, and just got crazy and it's all. So here we are. Now, We had a great show last week by opening the lines with our buddy Logan Paul. I mean, not Logan, God Lord. Logan Cook. I just saw you there in chat a minute ago. Came and hung out with us. And we got to know someone that we hadn't gotten to know yet. And that is always what we enjoy. I mean, that's what we do here. I don't know if you figured that out, if you haven't gotten to know us over the last 10 years. Yeah, come be the show. You are welcome. I'm looking at you, Liz. Looking at you, Liz. Anyway,
I know I get.
there's a
Liz
lot of you
again
we
Wednesday.
haven't had a face. I'm sorry, sir. What?
I was just saying I get to talk to Wiz on a lot of the after shows.
I know we get to hang out with her a lot. You guys just don't know. And if you haven't heard Liz before, you did hear her. You just didn't know it, maybe. In our little promo. We'll have no Serial Beyond Free World 2. I don't think that was the plan. I think it's pretty much going to just be an Ironworx thing because we're trying to do like, you know, Ironworx is the radio. Have no Sphere
Yeah,
is the
Have No
video.
Sphere starts when it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Free
So,
World's going to start on time every
I don't
day.
have a link. You will have a link. If you're here at whatever time it is for you, if you're here in about 12 hours, you will have a link. How about that? I'll drop it straight to you. And you know, I could probably do it right now. Let me open up. Can you get the link from just the app, or do you have to be in the actual call? I can do it another way, actually. I can do it right now, Liz. The link is headed your way. I have power.
Did you see the flooding in if I'm wrong about these countries, forgive me, please, but like Romania, Bulgaria, there was like 3 different countries that there was flooding that was, you could just see the rooftops of houses in these big areas. And they said it was like 3 countries that had major flooding like that. I only got to see one picture, so that's all I really know about it. I didn't research too much. Achilles 7. He was showing pictures of it on his channel. And yeah, just underwater, like whole huge areas of land. Not just like a subdivision, but a huge area, lots of houses. Water up to, you could just see some rooftops. Just wild. So yeah, it's amazing we don't hear about that type of stuff. And how often these things might actually be happening all over the world, all the time, you know? But yeah, that was all I had seen about it, was that, from that guy. Mrs. Tribune in the chat. Grand Rising.
We
And a
cannot
awesome
hear you,
show,
Austin, if you are currently speaking or trying to speak. I just saw that question pop up in our chat. So, no, we are not hearing you right now. Apparently, everybody's having some problems, it would seem.
Cool, yeah, he's going to rejoin.
Yep.
Weird stuff going on, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Like free
Yep. Strange things are afoot.
radio.co went down earlier this morning while we were on the air. Like the whole site, the whole radio.co, everything that freeworld.fm runs through and creates the stations and all the, like the big, I was getting no response. Whole damn thing went down. Thought it was weird.
Wow.
But we are broadcasting live now. I made sure we are connected to radio.co now and everything is going out, I believe.
Excellent.
I just know now that when it does kick me off, I have to basically close everything out, reopen it, and restart it. I can't just restart it. Yeah, Austin, try changing some of your audio inputs. Hit the little microphone and change which microphone it's selecting and scroll.
Yeah, that's what happened to me Monday,
Mic check.
whatever. They had
There you
set
go.
it all. Yeah, there you go. They had set
All
it
right,
back
yeah, that
on the
works.
default.
That was
Liz, you now have the various amounts of different ways to join our call this afternoon. If we're using Zoom, I'm assuming. Are we using Zoom?
I think we're using Zoom.
You now have 3 different options there. If those don't work, let me know this afternoon, this evening for you, I guess. Is that what it'll be? I think it is. Anyway, but yeah, later today, 12 hours or so.
If you need a phone
11 and a
number,
half.
I think I can adjust some Zoom settings to allow for Scotland. I think there's weird different ways to allow different countries to be able to join.
Right. Well, I sent the meeting, the link that has that link in it, where you can go find your own local number to hit if you don't have one handy. That one for the overseas thing.
And if that doesn't work,
if that doesn't work, let me know.
Yeah, I can probably add your country to it. We are coming down to it. About 5 minutes left before we roll out of here on this fine Friday morning.
If you are planning to go to Flattoberfest and haven't bought a ticket yet, use promo code Thanks Bob, and you'll get 10% off your ticket.
That's awesome.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
I am so excited. And I'm not excited to go to Vegas really, but I need that energy, that big flat earth meetup energy where you see everybody, and time for a recharge. It's cool having so many people in the area. We get together, once, twice a month. We'll have just a small gathering, 10 people or so. And it's really neat. You get to see all the children every time and them all getting together and playing. And it's awesome, but it's not like the big ones. The big ones are something different.
Bright light city gonna set my soul. Anyway. There you go, the first lyric right there. Set my soul on fire. Anyway.
Yeah, I plan on leaving the airport, taking the Uber to the hotel, spending, going through the convention, and then getting in an Uber and going back to the airport. That's going to be my Vegas. But I don't plan on going around the city, and I'm not interested. That's not why I'm there. I don't gamble, don't drink. Yeah. Vegas doesn't. Now, younger Zack, there's a reason he didn't go to Vegas. He probably never would have left.
Chris is going. He's bringing gambling money.
Is he?
Oh yeah, he's excited. I wish I could go.
Yeah, I met Chris at a Flattoberfest
Mm-hmm.
before I ever saw him on YouTube or anything like that.
That's where I met both of y'all, you and Chris.
Yeah, he brought one of his buddies along.
Yeah, he did. I
And
think
he
he might
was-
be bringing him, or he might be bringing another buddy. I don't know.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he wasn't really into the whole idea of flat Earth. Once he started
No.
coming up to the table and talking to Cami and I, though, he started talking a little bit finally. Chris said he opened up a little bit and was interested somewhat. When I put
That's
that
what
jar in
happens when you
his hand. Yeah.
go up to How the World Works exhibit. I love that. This is great.
Yeah, we're thinking we might. We're
What
going to see how
happened
much
in chat?
space we... what's going on?
I don't know. Chat's been nuts this morning. Oh, it was probably an accident. I know it's probably an accident. Yeah, you picked
Friendly
it. Thank
fire.
you. Thank you. Yeah, friendly fire. It happens on the phone a lot.
Yeah.
So we fixed that one. Hope we'll fix the other one. I don't know really what that's still all about. I mean, I do know what it's about. I just don't get it. So we'll say we love you, Dad. Sorry to see all this going on, brother.
One love.
Absolutely, man. I mean, if you don't know us by now. Anyway, it's time to go. I'll shut up.
Love y'all.
Love you guys. Have a great
Love
rest
y'all
of
a
your
lot.
Friday.
Everybody.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you join us
Thank
again.
you, Jonathan. Thank you, Austin. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
I wasn't sure has been
Gosh.
even going out. I don't know these days.
Yeah, hell, I'm thanking everybody anyway.
But yeah, we'll see you all back here this afternoon for Have No Sphere. What exactly? I don't know, but we'll find out. We'll figure it out. We'll sort it. We love you guys. Be good, be well, do good, and do it well. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.